I was here earlier today. I left and now I'm back. If you can read this title, then you should come to the stream, I guess. Kitty, you're a good kitty, yes. But Daddy doesn't want you up here. So, I'm playing poker this morning. Played some poker yesterday morning. And I made it close to the final table. Won $191 or something. Which was fine for like a $33 entry fee. But it's just ammo, as they say. If I'm gonna take any money out of the thing, it's gonna have to be like $400 or something, not like $100. So I'm playing this $100 tournament right now, which is a big tournament for me. I wouldn't normally play, except that I have extra ammo from winning yesterday. I don't play that high of stakes, even though that's not very high stakes. There's all these people out there who think you can get better at poker by studying. I don't really think so. I think you learn by playing. You know, what's the right choice now depends on so many different factors that you can't even program it. Trouble? Trouble. Be nice. Don't bother Capillo. He's a bad kitty. He's a real bad kitty who's walking the streets, meowing all mean at everybody he meets. So I just finished Campfire Cookout, Campfire online shopping, online grocery. That's what I call that show. The guy who has the skill in the other world of having an online grocery store that he can access, and he attracts these powerful animal friends, familiars with his delicious cooking. I like the show. It's fun. It's nice. Sweet, I guess you could say. My mouth feels like sore where they injected me yesterday. But the whole thing feels so much better. Like, obviously, I needed that one implant out of my mouth. It's now gone and good riddance. Um, I can definitely tell the difference. It was an ongoing discomfort for 3 weeks before I finally gave up on it and said, "Yank this fucking thing." And they did. The dentist did. People use language poorly. Sometimes it really pisses me off. Maybe I should be a little more empathetic about it. like with this dentist, he doesn't want to continue with me because I had an implant fail. And his reasons are his reasons. They're like, you know, it costs him money to have to go back and take it out, it's less profitable for him. It's more of a hassle. More things can go wrong. He doesn't want high risk cases. He wants easy, successful dentistry. That's not a problem. But he made the mistake of blaming me for it failing. More specifically, of saying that I had lied to him about how much I smoked, which is ridiculous. I did not do any such thing. I put down half pack a day, which is what I average. I put down that I smoke weed as well on the dental papers. And I indicated that I was on Wellbutrin, which probably explains why I don't really smoke as much as I used to. In part, not because I'm on it constantly, but because it changed my relationship with nicotine receptors. Anyway, so basically, calling my honesty into question was the worst thing he could possibly have done. He didn't need any further other than his own personal reasons. It's his prerogative. But to to try to blame me for him not wanting to work with me anymore, and to say that I lied to him about how much I smoked when he had absolutely no evidence nor reasonable cause to conclude that was just it really pissed me off. But I this morning I find myself um, just re- reflecting on the reality that was all based in fear. Hi, show media. You know, he didn't want to have to explain himself to me, and he was probably a little bit intimidated by me, as medical professionals often are, because I'm a free thinker. I don't take as gospel stuff they say. I ask them difficult questions. I frame things in ways that patients normally don't. So I'm a difficult patient, suboptimal at best from their perspective. And yeah, but I pretty schooled him yesterday in the process. I'm not even obstinate. I just expect words to be used correctly, right? So don't try to weasel word me. Don't try to vagary me. Don't try to blame me when you got absolutely no evidence that what you've claimed is correct, and you're casting aspersion on somebody else's character. It's absurd, right? It's insane. And there was absolutely no need to do that either. He could have blamed the failure on any of the existing risk factors that we already knew and agreed upon, right? Like that I smoked pot as well. I don't know if that's a risk factor or not. That my mouth is a mess. And that just is the simple reality that sometimes those things fail. There's no guarantee that a medical procedure is going to work on you. So, I don't know. They're just not. It's about a dental implant. He put in two dental implants. One of them failed. One was a failure. I had to be taken back out. It infected my jaw. I had to be taken back out. So, you know, home fries needed to suck it. It's bottom line. And he did not escape something of a dressing down in the office there for his overreach. Tried to right. Well, maybe it just said if you can't read this title, you'll never know. That would have been a good title. If you can't read this title, you'll never know. So true. Anything, I probably smoked less than half a pack a day during that 3 weeks because I wasn't feeling very good, you know? My mouth didn't feel well. What I'm pleased by is how quickly and well I seem to be healing in every other regard. Like, you know, he cut open my gum down to the jawbone here yesterday. See you in the group. And dug this thing out of my bone. And I don't even feel hardly any pain. The pain I do feel is mostly from the injection sites. So he didn't put any stitches in it either, so I seem to be healing quickly and well. I also recently had to change my diet because I'm old and my body doesn't work the same way it used to. Rachel's still eating the old diet, but I think that it's kind of inevitable that her diet changes too because I do most of the cooking. The thing is, we're concerned about different things in our respective diets. She cares about things that make you gain weight. I care about avoiding carbs and sugar. But in the process of avoiding carbs, what does that mean in practice? It means that you have to replace it with something else. I've been replacing it with like salad and broccoli. Broccoli's quite filling and good too. It's like the best vegetable. It's like there's this thing that people do, maybe especially doctors, I'm not sure, but people in general. they make the wrong argument, the terrible argument, and then when you call them on it, they say, "Well, I, it's my prerogative anyway. It's my subjective choice." Well, then don't try to pretend it's not in the first place, right? Don't try to pretend you've got some good reason other than your subjectivities. If it is, in fact, totally your prerogative and a matter of your arbitrary subjectivities, then don't try to provide some justification other than that. I don't need any help. Thank you, show media. I know my body. Only NI people think that other people know their body better than them. I'm an SI person. My body tells me all the information I need. Yeah, obviously. Consulting somebody else about your diet or something is insane. You're open-minded enough to hear other people do stuff. Well, sure. About stuff that involves something other than your own body. Like, I mean, that's just incredibly dumb, right? Obviously, they're not going to know what you should do with your body better than you are. Like, smoking's bad for you. The real thing is, when, when, what is your body telling you when it's time for you to quit or cut down or whatever? That's the real question, and you have to determine that based on your relationship with your body. It's completely insane to think that somebody else would know better how meh affects your body than you would. That wasn't a tractor. That was a side by side, a little orange Kabuto. They ride it around the block, and the dog walks behind them, runs behind them. The dog's got more energy than the people have to walk fast, I guess. I just got a big bluff through in this tournament, which is always kind of nice. We have to keep in mind, to some extent, we all have a human body, although we also have our body, so there's a lot of experimentation in a sense. You need to be in touch. Well, right. I mean, we all have a human body, so right. It's never a good idea for any of us to stab a dagger into our stomach. That we can generalize, right? There are certain things that we can generalize, but that's not the sort of thing that people talk about. You know, smoking can cause cancer among those who are predisposed to lung cancer. They're more likely to get it. Those who are genetically predisposed to it, who have the marker. But that's not how it's presented, is it? It's good to have information, absolutely. But it's better to listen to your body. That's the best source of information you can get. It's like asking other people, how are my emotions right now and why do I feel them? It's insane. It makes no sense. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about smoking that's contrary to the stop smoking narrative, right? But that's, people want to universalize things that don't universalize. That's the bottom line. Some things do universalize, and you should listen to some of those things. The problem is that it's hard to know which narrative you should listen to because people are so dishonest, intellectually dishonest. They have an agenda, and that matters to them um, more than being correct. That's the problem. People prioritizing something other than correctness makes it difficult for people to accept correct things when they're correct, you know? Oh, you have calls. I'm sorry to hear that you have calls. That's even worse than class. Well, yeah, I mean, nobody is suggesting that everybody should start smoking. It's just the whole topic is more about our need to pathologize life choices than it is about the risks of smoking. And the risks of our need to pathologize are much greater than the benefits from false pathologizations. But nobody listens to ARC. Hi, Acacia. How's it going? I now blessedly have only one dental implant instead of two. Holla back, girl. Holla back. Because that's what I do. I holler, and I holler back, and then I holler again. That's why they call me the hollerer. History's most annoying superhero. What is that guy doing? Oh, he's hollering again. That's the hollerer. So I'm liking this weed, but I'm pulling off this one branch over there. Unfortunately, we had a lot of breakage in the. No, just the screw part. It was a difficult day at the dentist yesterday. I'm still kind of processing it with my emotions. What does this sound like again? Right. Bam, 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 bam. It's a good song. You only have one more screw to go, huh? Then after that, you're abstinent for the rest of your life. Have you informed Ruben of this? You gave yourself a set number of screws when you were, I don't know, 14 or 15 and you're about to run out of them. You should have maybe allotted yourself more. Oh, in a dental sense. Oh, okay. Just fold. Just fold. Oh. Oh, well, that's good. Let me see if I can bait him into going over the top. Yes, I did. Ha ha ha. He's got his bounty as well. So that's good. Have I tried glue? No. I mean, you mean for my dental solutions? Glue is inexhaustible? I don't know what you are trying to do. Whatever I said you were. Glue is inexhaustible. I don't understand that sentence really at all. Internal fortitude. My internal fortitude is fine. I don't need more of that. I mean, what makes you think your SI is good? I've never heard you share personal details or stories or whatever. The butt of my mind. I guess the butthole of my mind is my mouth. It's true. The butthole of my mind is my mouth. For somebody who's just talking out of their ass, you could instead say, from all I can tell, your mouth is just your mind's asshole. Nothing but shit comes out of it. That'd be a good insult to people. And they go, oh, I got burned. You remember details a lot? Okay, well, good for you. What do you want? The Nobel Prize in detail remembering? You didn't remember to detail my car. Okay, well. Well, I was saying to Rachel in the car yesterday that I think, for me anyway, polar FI is easier to understand, easier to point to examples of how it fails you than TE polar, which is a little less obvious. It's a bit of a blocker bet, as they say. Why did I meant to push fold, not call. Damn it, that was a big misclick. That was what you'd call a misclick McGick. Cost me 10 big blinds. That's unfortunate. SI polar doesn't not remember things, okay? It doesn't think that irrelevant details are worth remembering or recounting. Okay? There's a difference between like just having a bad memory and always prioritizing the relevant. So they may have access to irrelevancies, but they're not going to prioritize them intentionally, which means even if you ask them questions about things that might elicit detailed responses, unless you expressly ask for the details, they won't recount them to you. See what I'm saying? Acacia agrees with what I'm saying. It's not that they can't, it's that they don't. And they consistently don't. My elbow hurts. Like, what's up with my elbow? Oh, I forgot to bring that in outside. Hold on a second. Your poop is full of stories, and your heart is full of children. Let me tell you a story about the time I ate some corn. Some of the stories your poop tells. Well, round about last night, I was a sitting around feeling a bit peckish, and lo and behold, who should come up but Mr. Dinner? Why, there was stew and corn on the cob. That's the story a poo will tell, if prompted. Sometimes poos are SI polar, and then you got to really prompt them. I think most poos also do have a kind of old prospector voice. I don't know if Acacia's got like a female old prospector voice. I don't know what that would sound like exactly. Kind of like I'm finding me some gold out there today. My name's Muriel Ruth. Muriel Guriel Ruth is your name. Congratulations. It's more fond of the Jersey Michaels stories nowadays. Is Jersey Michaels the formal name of Jersey Mike's? Like the grandmother from Beverly Hillbillies. I can't think of how she sounds. Yeah, every poop has its own formal name. Some of my poops, of course, are named Korean names like Parkley Moon. Depends what you eat. You know, if you eat a lot of kimchi, then your poop might be named Kimley Moon. These are pretty good glasses for me. And I'll tell you why. They're small enough magnification that I can wear them and see things at normal distance just fine. Which is a real boon, a real BOON. So I learned something significant the other day. I've been operating under the assumption that powdered coffee creamer probably had sugar in it because it tends to make your coffee taste kind of sweet, you know? So I've been trying to cut it out. I finally actually looked at the ingredients and it has no sugar in it, no carbohydrates at all. There's like one carb and no sugar. I don't know what makes it sweet. Just its soy saucy goodness, I guess. The thing's made out of soybeans, right? Oh. I still think I got the best hand. He's pot committed now. Good job, Eric. I won. Should have just put them all in at that point, I guess. So now I've just been going hog wild on the coffee creamer. It's like, woohoo! That's a freebie on my new restrictive diet. I mean, it's not, I'm not super rigid about it. Like, yesterday I had a couple of the budget frozen dinners, but I also ate a bunch of healthy stuff, so, you know, it's not all unhealthy. wild cream and yucks. Nothing yucks about going hog wild with your cream. What's the biggest difference to look for in trying to eliminate SI polar or TE polar? TE polar is easier to eliminate, okay? Um, like, if you're TE polar, you're really going to have a hard time ordinating tasks out that require ordination. Like, how many steps to do this kind of solvency problem of some kind. If you give them a few different TE tests, they're going to starkly fail at least a couple of them in ways that make it pretty clear. SI polar is a lot harder to distinguish from SI8. So, like, show media likes to fixate on whether his SI is polar or not. But if his TE is not polar, which it clearly isn't because I tested him, then he can eliminate INFJ. SI is hard to distinguish 7 from 8. She was kind of like your impression, but she was better spoken and a hard ass, huh? Okay, good to know. Good to know. The recounting the details thing is just like ENFJs, it's not like they can't recount details, it's that they consistently don't, unless really pressed to do so. But that's not as easy to distinguish 7 and 8, because 8's super unconscious too. Same with FI, 7 and 8 is hard to distinguish. So then you have to look at other things. But if your question is between ENFJ, INFJ, that's easy to do because you can eliminate TE polar once they've established they can do some ordination, you know. Like Rachel can't do that for shit. I was saying to her the other day about how well I was saying some TE shit to her. I was like, well, if I do mortaring now in preparation for Cameron's arrival, um, then we won't be able to water test on Friday. But if I leave it inadequate, we can run a water test with a new pump when he gets here and then do the mortaring. As soon as I started explaining like the why this has to go first or that has to go first, her eyes just glazed over. It's clearly went in one ear and out the other. I said to her, what do you hear when I say things like that? She's just like, I have a really hard time picturing it, I guess. Like, there's nothing to picture, right? I don't know. It's funny. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom pretty soon. So we got some baseball on today. A couple of baseball games coming on. One of them comes on at 1:08. I believe it's the Yankees versus the Toronto Blue Jays. And then later on after that, we will see the series between I don't like poker that much. I go through little phases of wanting to play it. Good morning, Rachel darling. How are you? I am doing fine right now. I'm number 7 out of 68 people. That's pretty good. Bye, Jeremiah Fix. I guess I could probably wait 10 minutes to turn a break to go to the bathroom. Probably the best choice. Old. I'm glad I'm streaming too. I started streaming earlier when I got it the first time, but um, it I was too tired. I went back to bed. No, you're not proficient at it. You're misunderstanding the nature of a function. Okay, you have an ontological relationship with your function. Like, so I'm capable of recognizing past FI polar failures, past FI failures on my part, and lamenting them to a great extent. Does that mean I'm proficient in it? No, it means I have a terrible relationship with it. It's exposing itself on both ends. Get it? Yeah. I have a terrible relationship with it and hold it up as an absolute value, which makes it even worse. I'm not watching you eat right now. God. No, I'm not watching you eat. I'm busy. I'm stuck in here. I'm playing poker. I can't watch you eat. No. Go eat by yourself. Kitty, seriously. Go eat by yourself. No thanks. Kiss should have been called Queen and Queen should have been called Kiss. I disagree. I think they should retain their same names. Meow. Your mournful meows have no power over me, kitty. I am not going to watch you eat right now, okay? Can we just agree on that? Let's see if I hit this open ender. Yes, I did hit the open ender. Let's go. That much. Oh. In Kiss, they dress like queens. And in Queen, they kiss men. Fair enough. What about Quiz and Keen? I like that idea, Acacia. I've speaking of you just want to combine them, except Kiss is so terrible musically. Um, I've decided recently to combine Bruce Springsteen and John Cougar Mellencamp into John Cougar Bruce Springenkamp. I think that's fair and appropriate. The universe wants those two to just be combined into one guy. Don't stop me now. Quiz is related to John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt? Or are you talking about John Cougar Bruce Springsteen? They might be related by marriage. If they were to get married, they'd be John Cougar Bruce Springsteen hyphen Jacob Jingleheimer. I think it's Jingleheimer, by the way. I think you left out an L there, Acacia. Schmidt. Right. Forgot about the Schmidt. Gotta have the Schmidt. John Cougar, Bruce Springsteen, Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen Jingleheimer Schmidt would be a heck of a hyphenated name as a last name. He'd be this old German guy who plays American, like, meow rock. He plays meow rock for some reason, even though he's this old German guy. I think I'm gonna take a couple Tylenol. My mouth hurts a little bit, but it hurts. It hurts in like a fine, healthy way, not in an infected way, which is nice. Never gonna stop us now. My name's John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. This is the way that I rap like it. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt's a good name for a rapper, I think. You can do a lot of rhyming with it. My name is John, rhymes with fawn. My name is Jacob, rhymes with Jacob. My name is Jingleheimer Schmidt, and that rhymes with whatever you get. I'm John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. You have to have a shorter name for yourself too, though, like JJJS, Triple JS. Exactly, a Heimer rhymer. That's a Heimer rhymer is the answer to the Inky Pinky. A John Jacob rapper. Yeah. So for all you developing rappers out there who are trying to come up with a name, you can have that one. You can take it for free. I don't even need any credit for that. Because I didn't make up the name John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I just suggested to you that you should be a rapper. Name's John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Oh, God. Horrible. It's like I put the thing in the trash, it bounced off the lid of this can in front of the trash. I mean, this travel mug. And it bounced over the trash can and behind it. In horrible fashion. Never gonna stop me now. Hey Cameron, your rapper name would be MCAM. Yeah, JJJHS is public domain. On the HS to the triple J. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt's my name. MCAM. Oh, I see, because you're Cam, right? MCAM. So you're still coming up on Thursday, Cameron? We're looking forward to it. Rachel's been busying herself cleaning and stuff upstairs. Kitty, I don't want to watch you eat. It's not time to watch you eat. I already watched you eat. So suck it. JJJHS would be a good rap name. Yes, eat the West Indian meals during anything else? No, not in particular. Not that I can think of. MC, am I wrong or am I right? That's a good name. It's kind of like, I mean, you might as well just name yourself M-I-C, Mike, and then you have a whole wide range of choices, including Missouri wire. You've been loving spinach paneer lately? MC Amarin is my new pharmaceutical name. That's a good pharmaceutical name. I'm gonna go rinse my mouth out with hydrogen peroxide. Let's go do that. Oh, hi, beautiful.
You're heading this way?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up the Hydro P-Row.
Hydro what now?
Hydro P-Row.
Oh.
Is that the one by the Lindleys? That Lindley's used to be like a cool, weird little theater. It got all fancy. Oops. Your cough sounds bad. I didn't hear it. I need to go to the bathroom. You guys stay here. I'm back. A couple weeks ago in Vegas, Cameron went to a couple of Indian food spots. Did you find Vegas to be overpriced? What's the plan today, y'all? Says Ty Blue Collar Guy. Well, my plan right now is to play poker, but I might as well live stream concurrently rather than say watch TV or listen to music concurrently. I felt like chatting, I guess. But the only real plan I have for the day is to watch the baseball game that comes on in an hour. And the one after that, probably. Maybe take another nap. I'm still kind of obviously recovering / healing from yesterday's dental surgery that was, it's much worse. I'm guessing you haven't had to have one come out. They're much worse coming out than they are going in, the screws. I had to get a screw taken out, yeah, because it was infecting my jaw. They put 2 screws in here. One of them is fine. The other one got infected, stayed infected, resisted the antibiotics, had to come out. It was in there for 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks I've been dealing with an infection in my jaw, basically, and came out yesterday. Presumably it'll take a little bit of time for me to get back to normal. I certainly am hopeful that the other one, which appears to be fine, remains that way. Yeah, thinking about what I'm going to do with my teeth makes me stressed out, you know. It's one of those prime directive problems. I was operating, Two Plantations out of business. I was operating under the assumption that I had a workable plan going forward. It's going to cost a lot, but I was going to get I'm going to get fully functioning mouthful of teeth. Now I feel like I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I'll feel a lot more comfortable when this this removal heals up a bit and the whole area feels fine. Then I won't, because right now I'm worrying about the other one failing, even though there's no indication of that at all. Okay. Maybe I'll give the bounties. Yeah, I got 3 bounties. Wow. So that's a lot. That's my 4th bounty now. Yesterday I entered it into a tournament at my normal stakes levels, which is like $20, 30. Yesterday was $30 tournament I entered, but I had some chips already, so it only really cost me like $20 in the moment. And I won $191 from it. So this morning I've entered this $100 tournament, which is a bounty tournament, which means that half of the prize money gets paid out in bounties if you take somebody out. I just had a triple knockout. So I'm already, and I had a knockout earlier, so I'm already guaranteed $200 out of this $100 tournament. Things could improve from there as well, you know. I'm in 5th place out of 66 people. Rebuys haven't ended yet. So that number 66 could go up still, is what that means. Okay. God damn it. Yeah, well, you know, I hope we both end up with fully functional, normal mouths full of teeth. And I think it's possible that it work out for me just fine. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I think I know what my next step is, but I'm not 100% sure. I may go back to the coarse gold dentist that I went to before, who was a more sensible kind of guy. This guy in Mariposa, he's some kind of SFJ, E or I. He's very uncomfortable with anything but like the easiest cases. You can see his discomfort. So, nothing better than number one with very little effort. Yeah, well, there was one, and I found it, and I went there, and well, I'm not going to be getting my work done there going forward. He fired me as a client because my implant failed, and then tried to blame me by accusing me of lying to him. So it didn't go that great yesterday. Bang! Wow. I am killing it. I'm number one out of 66 people in this $100 tournament. I just got another knockout. Yeah, well, you know, it's like Acacia says, it's lame, but now he's out of my hair. I should go back to the ENTJ dentist in coarse gold and say, okay, I tried a dentist closer to home because I didn't want to get a diabetes test. Here's my diabetes test results. And here's what happened before. He accused me of misrepresenting how much I smoked. I put on there, I average half pack a day, which is correct because I get 3 packs that last me like 6 days a week, maybe. Which was totally accurate. I put down on there also that I smoked pot. I told him I was on Wellbutrin, which is plenty reason for him to conclude that I wasn't lying about it because it's an anti-smoking drug. And why would I lie about it? I have nothing to be ashamed of. The bottom line is the reason he accused me of it is this. He thought he needed a reason to fire me as a client other than I was turning out to be difficult, right? And he didn't want to say the reason you're too difficult is because you didn't take the antibiotics like you were supposed to right away, which was the actual reason the implant failed, right? Because then I could have just said, well, I'm going to take them this time. I learned my lesson. And then what is he going to say, right? But so the first thing he said was that I had misrepresented how much I smoked, and that's why it's failed, and that's why he's not going to work with me anymore. But he got taken to task yesterday. Even with my mouth full of blood and cotton, I took him to task. So I just kind of feel compassion for the guy at this point. I haven't thought about it more because it's like he was so scared to just tell me I'm not um I'm not interested in taking on difficult cases because they're less profitable. I have to take this thing out of your mouth now. I have to pay for that process, and I'm not going to charge you anything for it. I don't know why they don't charge you for that. Maybe for whatever reason they don't. If it fails, they're responsible to take it out for free, I guess. Well, he had multiple reasons why he wanted to not work with me anymore, but he felt like he needed a reason that was on me. Otherwise, I could just say, well, you had all that information from the outset and you agreed to take this on. But I was never going to say that. If he just said, look, this turned out to be above my pay grade, I can't handle it, that would have been a perfectly fine thing for him to say. Or just, this isn't going to be profitable enough for me. I don't want to do it. Fine. The problem with those kind of arguments is if I wanted to, which I wouldn't have, I could respond by saying, well, I'll pay you more then. And then what's he going to do? I mean, I think it has something to do with the fact that it was too close to this other tooth over here, but that's just my gut. Because the one that's further away and not next to another tooth, it seems to be doing fine. You know what's a great song? The new Taylor Swift song, Ophelia. Oh my God, what a good song. I never thought I'd be saying that, huh? But it's just, it's, it is banging. I don't know what else to say about it. It's fantastic. If you haven't heard it, check it out. If you feel like posting a link to it here for other people to check out, that'd be fine. It is such a good song. Rachel was listening the other day. I heard Rachel listening to something in the bathroom. From the bathroom, I was like, "What is that song? What is that?" And she's like, "It's the new Taylor Swift song." I'm like, "Really?" We listened. I'm like, "Oh my God, that song is fantastic." It's called Ophelia. It makes me want to dance too. I wish I could just put it on, but I'd definitely get copyrighted for that. It's her the best thing she's ever made. It's better than Romeo and Juliet song. It's better than I'm in the bleachers and she's wearing t-shirts or whatever that song is. It's better than we're never getting back together again. It's by far better than all of those. It's by far the best thing she's ever made. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to the whole album. I'm just saying that that one song is great.
I heard you calling on the microphone. You wanna see me all alone. I can't even do it justice.
Myself.
It's not even that.
It's hard to
so-
sing.
it really
It's hard to
is.
sing, but it's super good. Oh my god. Listen to it. I need to listen to it more for me able to properly sing it.
Yeah, but it's still though, like it's pretty complicated, the vocals.
Yeah.
Um,
But it sounds simple.
yeah,
That's always a good sign with music.
Yeah,
If it's complicated but sounds simple.
yeah, yeah. I heard you calling on the microphone. You wanna see me all alone.
I'm listening to it right now, so oh, Taylor Swift.
So good.
What a good song you have there.
Yeah.
You really win the Good Song of the Month award.
Mm-hmm. Good Song of the Month award indeed.
It's fun when we find a new song that we both get super excited about, Because this happens periodically. We look for good new stuff, and who would ever have guessed that we'd find it in Taylor Swift?
So I have to thank an YouTuber that I follow to introducing me to the song, because I was ready just to be like, I have no interest like in Taylor Swift.
Why bother checking out new Taylor Swift stuff?
Yeah, and then she posted that she listened to the whole album, and she posted more stories on songs that she liked, and that one was the first one, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. Like,
Yeah, and Rachel and I have such the same taste in music.
yeah.
All it took was me hearing her listening to it in the bathroom for me to go, "What is that?"
Yeah, that's a big sign.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying I think much of her typically either, right? But
No.
there's no denying pure gold when you encounter it.
Yeah. It's cute. She released it on her fiance's birthday. Like,
A person whom Rachel likes to call Jace Kelsey. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Her face reminds you of a lemon?
Well,
How in what way does Taylor Swift's face remind you of a lemon? Is it yellow? Is that what you're saying?
She might have gotten injectables recently, and it kind of is.
Your alarm says it's nap time. Acacia, that's some real third slot SI. Setting an alarm to remind yourself to nap. She looks happy in the video for this, the actual video. The link that was put there, that's not the music video for it. It's just the like non-music video. Sounds good, Acacia.
Yeah,
I feel
sounds
you.
good.
You should go nap. I've got a little ways to go before I'm going to get any napping done because I am number 1 out of 54 people in this $100 tournament.
Oh,
I
wow.
already have like 4 bounties. I assume you had a horrible illness where you had to schedule naps. That doesn't sound like such a horrible illness, really. It's always nap time. Anywhere, driving, whatever. I like that. Good idea, Cameron. Other people can just drive around you. We're really looking forward to seeing you, Cameron.
Yeah, we are. I'm getting the rooms ready so you get a choice of rooms.
Yeah, Rachel's been a little Susie housemaker.
Yeah, I gotta. Maybe tomorrow.
Or homemaker, I guess that's what it's called. Sure, I help you today too, but not till after this poker tournament.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, I just need to put the sheets on the black bedroom's bed.
Hear that, Cameron? You're getting brand fresh sheets. And you know why? Not because they're dirty from people, because they're dirty from cats.
Yeah, Capillo slept in both the blue room and the black room, so I had to
Cameron, we could use that.
We
Roomba.
could use it.
We could use the Roomba.
I
think I'm over the whole idea of no, I'm gonna vacuum entirely myself. The idea of a helper vacuum is a good idea.
I'm glad you're saying okay to the Roomba too, because it helps getting stuff upstairs.
Plus, like the dirt and stuff.
Yeah.
We had this big problem, Cameron and everybody, but I'm breaking this in large part to Cameron. We had 2 sets of rain that came and broke branches off of the weed plants because they were pretty ready to get harvested, you know. So I had to go out and tromp around in the mud and try to tie things up while it was raining, and then I tromped a bunch of mud in the house. Like a dumbass.
You had to.
I could have taken my boots off before coming in. I just didn't even think about it. Rebuild kit rollers and stuff and bring it. Cool, fantastic. Thank you, Cameron. And I think you're going to enjoy the various choices of weed we have. I'm liking this one that's hanging right, the long the longer hanging.
Oh, is that what you've been smoking?
Yeah, this stuff is really
What's in
stony.
here?
That's not hanging.
Okay.
That's a third one. This is
Okay.
This is a little. I like this stuff a lot too.
So should I just pull off?
Yeah, just pull out a couple small buds or whatever. Yeah, the only reason I said small ones is because the bigger ones might still be a little bit wet on the inside. I doubt it, but maybe.
No, don't fall on the floor.
Yeah, fibromyalgia is a make-believe disease that naps help with. I think it's possible that fibromyalgia is just another name for SE polar.
But why though?
Because it's a disease that causes vague symptoms.
Yes.
A lot of vague random symptoms.
Yes.
That's solved by not doing anything.
Yeah, it is. It's true. Remember that girl Kim?
Yeah, she's got fibromyalgia.
She's got it, yeah.
She might very well have SE polar.
She might.
And she's calling it fibromyalgia. Which is fine. You know, if any cognitive function polar deserves pathologization, it's SE polar. They should get.
Because she's typed like. It's fine if she's SE polar, but she's possibly typed wrong.
What does she type as?
INFJ.
Oh, did I type her as that?
Yeah.
Okay, well then she's that. It just means that SE fourth is also very lazy.
Okay. I mean,
it's not wrong.
No, it's not.
Guess what? SE8 is also quite lazy. That's me. But I can get some things done sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I have a big plan with not one, not two, but 3 different trash cans today. Kitchen, right here, right there. So, is that lazy? They should call it Fibro My Ass. Well, social media, it's true that depression will sap all the motivation out of you to do anything. You're lucky to get 1 or 2 things done a day if you're feeling depressed, you know. It's a real bitch. You know, I used to think that depression was just people being in their fields for no reason.
Oh, wow.
FI polar perspective on it, right? But having experienced it myself, I understand that it's a real beast. And it links to real life stuff that can be quite dramatically traumatic sometimes. No, I said dramatically traumatic, not traumatically traumatic. That would be dumb. Then I'd just be repeating myself. Ophelia. everything you don't have to do is like a small high. That's a beautiful sentence, Yo Media.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really beautiful sentence.
It kind of is, though.
Yeah.
Although it gives me anxiety. The more I push stuff off, the more I'm like, oh, I should really be doing this right now. But like
Fine.
and
Fold.
Essie Dom that I was friends with, like she would always say, like, you can't, like saying you can't do something or like you don't feel like doing something, you'll never do anything if you feel like it. Like you don't want to do it.
I mean, that's not quite true, right? There are some things that you don't feel like doing sometimes, but other times you do feel like doing.
Yeah, and I was like thinking, I was like, you know, sometimes it's good for me to say, oh, I don't really feel like it, because if I go and do the thing and I do it and I really didn't want to, then I'm
Resentment.
yeah.
Then resentment.
Hey, show media. Eric and I are the stars. Eric started the channel.
Wow, this is just the show, though.
Oh, the show.
Yeah, you're the star of this show. It's true. You bring a lot of sparkling star power to the equation.
Thank you. I see that in you.
Well, thanks, darling. You're as sweet as a bucket of cheese.
Oh, thanks. I you know, Taylor Swift doesn't have her like astrology info online. And I don't like that. I want to know. I want to know how much I actually like her. I want to know how much I actually like her based on her astrology. Apparently, Eric and I get along with Jace Kelsey. But oh god damn, I saw this like shirt he was wearing, which was like a tiger shirt. It was just like, oh bro. But then
Maybe
again,
he needs to consult some of Taylor Swift's wardrobe people.
possibly. I mean, I did hear about that list of things that he needed to change in order to be with her. Like she said, X-nay on the skinny jeans, eh?
Hi, user love. How's it going?
Surprisingly, a lot of Swifties are not happy with the album, with the way it's been released. She promised that this album wasn't going to have like other albums to buy. She's like known for like releasing an album and then like releasing the same album with like 4 or 5 new songs.
I see.
Yeah, and it's like pretty bad right now. Like it's like you can get 3 different kind of versions of the album. It's just ridiculous. It's a very, very capitalistic way of like selling things, and like Swifties who like usually would like die for her are like, what the hell? Like I've been to all your concerts.
They're like, fuck off, man.
Yeah, they are. They really are. It's kind of cool. But I just like when people rebel over stuff like that.
If you can read this title,
If you could read this title,
you should come to the stream. That's what the end of it would be, I think. But if it says, if you can't read this title, then never mind.
Never mind. I haven't eaten yet today. What do you think I should?
Well, what rhymes with rotted trees?
Cottage cheese.
Yeah, that's a quick and easy meal.
It really is.
Or, if you want me to cook something.
No. That's fine.
If you wait till after this tournament's over, I will cook Bags and Aiken.
Okay.
If you want any Bags and Aiken. I forgot again to get Farmer John breakfast sausages. I wanted to get them. I love those so much.
No,
they're so
so
good.
good.
They're also not that expensive.
That's good.
They're a lot less expensive than a package of bacon. And if you have a package of bacon, that's 1 cook per package of bacon. You get 2 cooks out of 8 sausage links, because you 4 sausage links, 2 apiece. 2 sausage links, it seems like a lot more meat than 2 bacons.
Mm-hmm.
The rebuy stage is over. I'm in 2nd place out of 44 people. I'm doing pretty well. HOPM. Hop 'em. Hop 'em to you too. Nobody knows what hop 'em means.
So like Hopi Indians?
That's Cyrillic. It's a different alphabet.
Oh.
E. Hope 'em means E. It's good to know. If you can read this title and hear what I'm saying now, then you are currently attending this live stream. Congratulations. That was your goal. That was the quest you were on. Find this live stream and go there. Now you can return to the Adventurers Guild, explain that you've completed the quest, and claim your reward. That's how it used to work in the olden days, apparently, according to the cartoons. They had an Adventurers Guild. They had people put quests up for you to do, and if you completed them, then you got paid for them. Seems like a good kind of work.
Yeah, it does.
Like, find these medicinal herbs in the forest, and we'll pay you 2 gold.
It's pretty good. You have to be very correct, though.
I think it's pretty clear that medicinal herbs or drugs of some kind.
Oh, I see.
That's why they're so expensive.
First drug dealers.
Yeah, first drug dealers were adventurers on gathering quests.
Trouble Lake, honestly, can't you just give your sister some space?
He wants to be in that little bit of sunlight.
Oh, that's what it is.
He's like, there's only one little square of sunlight left.
Yes, you guys have to see.
Show you.
He has to be in the little square of sunlight.
Yeah, he positioned himself to get as much of the sunlight as he could. Now that's what I would call a cozy live stream. No. It's almost 1 o'clock already. The day's really going by quickly. The 1 o'clock the baseball game comes on.
Oh, good.
Or like 1:08. I kind of like watching it real time over having time saved up, but it's hard to resist the urge to like save up time to skip commercials, but then I end up wanting to like skip ahead in the ending and stuff, so it's better to just watch it real time. No, Trevor's not ashamed of himself. He didn't put himself in the corner. That's what you're thinking. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Let's see what this says. Eric, have you heard of Roma Market in Pasadena on Lake Mountain? No, I've never heard of it. Has it been there a long time? We're going to open a straight draw and bottom pair. Still have the open ender and bottom pair. Hopefully you just fold. Just fold. Just fold. Oh, he's using his time bank. How annoying. Just fold already. He doesn't want to just fold, I guess. He wants to use up all of his time bank. Well, I just lost a lot of chips. But I'm still number 9 out of some amount. I had a good draw. It wasn't a terrible decision. It didn't work out. Hi, beautiful.
Hi, so much. I'm gonna be back. I forgot my flight.
Have you come outside to beautify the outdoors?
Oh, I thought you were doing that.
No, I'm just keeping track of the beauty.
Oh, thanks.
I'm doing a beauty inventory.
I like that.
Right. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Somebody recommended it. The sandwich that hundreds of people get every day. I started going there. Recently, I think it's the best list. Lakeland, Florida, in the house. Unlike me, I'm outside.
Wow. You really cheated the system.
Yeah. I'm tough like that. So this poker tournament is turned into a whole thing, as I've lasted a long time in it. There's a decent chance that I'll win enough to make it worth withdrawing. I'm already got like $200 in bounties, so if I can last till the final table or something, probably walk out with like $500, and then I can just transfer that to my bank account. This would be nice. Trying to
That would
be
be
super
nice.
frugal, A little extra source of money would be cool.
I'm really like the way you put it, like of him like firing you. What'd you say?
Hire me as a patient and then blame me for it.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that like I've never experienced that before.
Well, in this instance, I I feel like I understand in full what happened here. Like, his lack of intuition ran amok. He was concerned that he needed to give me some justification
Oh.
for firing me as a client, besides the fact that this has turned difficult or something possibly more honest. I'm not sure about this, but it could be something like it's a financial wash for me when I got to take this thing out because I got to pay the lady and all that kind of stuff, and it's just going to be messy like this. It's not worth it for me. Could be something like that. Who knows? But he felt like he needed a reason, and all the reasons he could come up with provided me a way to answer that reason, namely, oh, you didn't take the antibiotics. Well, I'll take them next time, or something like that. So he decided to accuse me of lying to him about how much I smoke. Like, most of the time I go out for a cigarette, and most times I smoke more when I'm live streaming, but I haven't been live streaming much at all the last 3 weeks because I've been in varying degrees of pain slash discomfort.
I'm sorry.
Regardless, most time I come out and smoke, I just smoke a couple of hits off of it, put it out, and I smoke more of it later. So, because to go get cigarettes is a hassle, so I have a pretty good idea of how often I get them and how long they last. Hi, Ruben. How's it going? Are you winning all the prizes for awesomeness today? If so, congratulations. That's no easy feat. I tell you what are easy feat.
Oh.
These bad boys
Oh. Look at those feet.
right here. Yeah. They're easy like Sunday morning. Well, I got a suited ace. I'll call this. See if spades come out on the flop. It's a nice day out, huh?
It is.
Feels like LA winter. What does that say? Impressive. Those are very easy. Mine are difficult, like Tuesday about 11:45 p.m. Is that where the difficult time is? Sunday morning's easy, but Tuesday night late, that's not good. What do I got here? Pair of aces. Okay. I'll raise. See if I get any action.
Can smoking weed damage my lungs?
Yeah.
Should I try to like do it a different way?
I mean, the thing is, I don't think that smoking weed is as bad for your lungs as smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
But it does make you cough. It does irritate them.
Yeah.
You know.
Because I've been like coughing a lot lately.
Well, if you're like me, that comes and goes in different phases. Sometimes you're more coffee than others, but maybe take a smoking break for a day or something if you feel like it. I know that's asking a lot. That's kind of a crazy idea, but
Can you have like tea weed?
you can't really make tea out of weed, I don't think. Although maybe if you put the weed in boiling water, but you need to. Well, what you could do potentially is make an alcohol weed extract. I think weed is alcohol soluble, so like you could get a jar of stuff it full of weed, fill it with vodka, and then let that seep for a while.
That's rough.
And then take a shot of that. If you wanted to, you could even take that liquor there and boil it to try to boil away the alcohol.
I don't want to drink. But that's if my body could handle alcohol, like.
Well, what I'm saying is that you could do that even, and take that liquor, that weed liquor, mix it with water, put it into a small pan, boil away the alcohol from it, and be left with a liquid that should work. This is all just based on my thinking about it. I've never attempted anything like this, never read anything that says this is a good idea or would work, but it seems like it should work to me. Because while THC is not water soluble, I believe it is alcohol soluble. I know it's fat soluble, but I think it's alcohol soluble as well.
If that doesn't work, I'll take a break from it for a couple of days. Oh God, that's so shitty.
I mean, we could make you some weed butter right now, if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I want to go there, but then I'm eating a lot of like fat.
Well, look, Rachel, you're just getting one spoonful of weed butter or something. It's not. You complain about eating a bunch of fat, but then, like, if you really want to worry about things you're eating, like, that's not a thing to worry about eating, right?
Not really, but it's like I am worried about that.
Okay, but you also really like Peeps, for example.
I know. I totally know.
Okay, I'm just saying if you're gonna worry about either Peeps or butter, maybe worry about the Peeps. I'm not saying you should worry about either of them, okay? I'm saying if you're going to. thing I admire about Rachel's passion for peeps is that she's not Easter specific with her peeps. Like, she'll go any holiday.
Yeah.
Ghost peeps, Santa
Yeah.
peeps, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it makes the sound of peep or not.
It's true. I don't know. I'm starting to think I'll just take a couple days off.
Do you want me to make butter or not?
Not really. I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Am I being difficult?
No. You're just being wishy-washy. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you don't have your mind made up right away. You go one way, you go the other way. I'm an any dumb. I'm perfectly comfortable with that.
Okay.
I couldn't be any more comfortable. Maybe if we feel hyper motivated or something later this afternoon, we could, in theory, make a trizip to Mercized and Gizit
cool.
some Drizizzinks.
That would be really bomb if we could do that.
Ruben says fat doesn't make us fat, sugar does.
Look, I know that, and I do drink and eat things that have sugar in them. Like, I'm not as good as Eric when it comes to that.
It's because you don't have to be.
But then, I just want to fucking smoke it, yo. Like, I just want to smoke it and not have it bother my lungs.
That's fair. It's a fair request. Eric has the metabolism of an
Yeah,
Eric.
he does. And my metabolism is a lot slower. Plus, I'm on medication that already makes me gain weight. So it's like, I'm like hyper vigilant when it comes to my weight. I track it, which is not healthy. Like, I don't recommend tracking your weight. Like, it's not healthy. I can't help it because I
How do you track your weight? We don't even have a scale, do we?
by how my clothes fit.
Oh. Technically, then, you're tracking your size, not your weight. Where did I leave the mouse? Outside?
I don't know.
Huh. Where would I have put that? There it is.
Oh wow, you found it.
Yeah, I put it naturally on the counter by the sink. Where'd it go?
Yeah, that's where it goes.
More smaller hits, longer break between them. That's not bad advice. I think maybe a double bubbler for Rachel might be effective. Or she could also try using this. We can go to the pipe store, Rachel, and see if we can find a better solution for you. Longer pipes will tend to be cooler if you want to use pipe, but if we can get a small bubbler and you take small hits from that, that might be more effective, especially if you use one of these as a filter, like I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I do it to prevent resin from getting on my lips, but it also is like a filter that you'd have on a cigarette,
No.
Except it's cotton instead of fiberglass. You cough easy like Sunday morning?
Yeah, same, Ruben, same.
Well, I'm gonna have to claim the Tuesday 11:45 p.m. slot here for myself. I think it takes, my lungs can take a lot of meowing,
Do you think maybe we can? Oh, this is so bad. I'm talking about bad food, but like, This is so bad. Okay, so I was thinking maybe we can go to Merced and then like also get In and Out.
Ooh, In and Out. In and Out sounds good. If we're gonna do that, then we're gonna have to go to Merced as soon as this tournament's over.
Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, we can
I'm
do that.
down. Like I'm ready.
We could do that, and then we could watch the Yankees game when we get back.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
And watch the Yankees get swept. When
Oh
we get
my
back.
god, dude! Like
sorry,
honestly, no, I'm talking
yeah.
to the audience. It is painful to watch the Yankees. Like, realistically, I was like, they struggled in the wild card. They even struggled to get to the wild card. Like, they really have to earn it. But Toronto is such a good team, it makes the Yankees just look terrible. Like, they don't deserve.
Well, but you know what? They say it's always darkest before the dawn. Maybe they just got all of the darkness out of their system, and dawn is about to come.
And maybe John Boy will hone in his energy to the team.
Yeah, I think John Boy probably is feeling a lot like you right now.
Yeah, he is.
We do know that John Boy's a huge Yankees fan. He interviews Aaron Boone every week throughout the season.
Oh, he needs to fucking yell at Aaron Boone. Be serious.
He's not gonna yell at Aaron.
I know he's not. That's pretty cool, honestly, that he gets to interview Aaron Boone.
Yeah, now he's part of, like, MLB is part owner of this thing now, you know?
Wow, that's fantastic. His voiceovers are so great.
His lip readings?
Yeah, the lip readings,
Yeah, they're fantastic. I love the lip reads.
Me too.
In and out, in and out. That's what a hamburger's all about. It's full. Thank you. Time bank, schmine bank is what I say. My little buttercup has the sweetest smile. Gee, little buttercup, won't you stay a while? We could have a cottage with a carriage built for two. Oh, my little buttercup, sweet little buttercup, smile little buttercup, I love you. It's a great song, My Little Buttercup.
It is.
It smiled. It smiled.
It smiled.
Exactly, Ruben. Excellent. You get a wonder point for that reference.
That's totally wonder point worthy.
Wonder point. Fine, I'll fold. Now I'm going to be not number one anymore, huh? No, I'm still number one. That's good. It smiled. It smiled. My favorite line from that movie, perhaps, though, is in the end when they're doing the amigos, and they're all sewing the costumes. That's a good way to use a wonder point.
And that is.
And that's the old lady. Martin Short goes to her and he says, "So like the wind, very old one. So like the wind." I wish I got was
That's such a funny movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think it's free on YouTube Movies right now.
It's possible it's one of the things we bought even.
What?
It's possible that I purchased that movie.
No, like I go through the list. They have like you could click, and then they have the list of like free movies.
I know. But I'm saying it's
But
possible I already purchased it. Like I purchased
what is
Nightmare
it?
Before Christmas, you
Per?
know? Oh, okay.
Oh, can we watch that on
For
Halloween?
sure. Yeah, we all have our own El Guapo. For some, their El Guapo is shyness.
I love the scene with the Christmas sweater, right? He
Yeah,
gets the
yeah,
sweater.
he gets a sweater. He's a sweater.
Yeah, Halloween is coming, and I'm a big fan of Halloween. I know Eric says that we should have it once every other year.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm in favor of that. I guess that's my affirmation.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like, yeah, every other year.
Oh, that was when I said we should have all the months be 28-day months
Yeah.
and have an extra month, maybe, to count. But see, because 12 times, call it 2 or 3. Yeah, you can basically have an extra month. We have 13 months, each of 28 days. If it doesn't equal 365, we'll figure out another thing we have to do. We just have to have Halloween every other year. Every other year, we had the extra 3 days on October, and that's when we have Halloween.
I was thinking that is such a like Jack Skellington thing to like propose. like because so many people love Halloween. It's become very trendy. Moms now make boo baskets. So instead of Easter baskets, they're Halloween themed.
Listen, I think boobs are inappropriate for Halloween, Rachel. There are little children watching. Boob baskets.
Yeah, would you make a boo basket for Delilah?
Probably not. Maybe. Is it like an Easter basket or for Halloween? Huh?
Yeah. Well, I guess how old. I guess it depends on how old. But see, isn't the gift the fucking costume you're getting? To me, that's the gift, and you're getting free candy as it is on the holiday.
Well, that's if you live someplace where there's trick or treating. There's not trick or treating everywhere.
Okay, in that situation, when
there's no
trick or treating, then boo basket's cute.
Fine. I don't think we should call something other than a boob basket. I think we should call it like a ghost basket. Then it won't be confusing. And people won't think of boobs immediately.
Yeah.
My ESFJ sister-in-law makes cookies and then has everyone frost art onto them and then takes pictures of you with your cookies. OMG. That is so archetypally ESFJ. I can't even know what to do, but just all have fluids come out of all of my orifices.
Oh my god.
That sounds like torture. And of course, Ruben, because you're FE Dom, you have to pretend to be having fun the whole time. If there's any consolation, I'm sure you do a great job of pretending that. And I'm now down to number 2 out of 25. Still pretty good. Every random new holiday like tacos. She dresses up more than makes tacos.
That's so
Classic.
funny.
Classic stuff. Today's International Gothic Architecture Day. You'll be out back building a Gothic church in the backyard. We do have Global Beatles Day, you know.
Yeah, we do have Global Beatles Day. When is it though?
It seems like it's in the spring.
Okay.
May, maybe? April or May sometime. but it has its own song. Global Beatles, day to day. Global Beatles, day to day. It's Global Beatles. I go outside. It's Global Beatles Day. I'm in love. It's Global Beatles Day. I feel good. It's Global Beatles Day. I'm in love. It's Global Beatles Day. Global Beatles, day to day is Global Beatles, day to day is global. Yeah, so that's Global Beatles Day song. You may recognize it from somewhere. I don't know where we took the melody from. Some ancient folk song, I guess. Is that a song that you said that George wrote?
Global Beatles Day?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What was one? Do you like Good Day Sunshine?
Yeah, Good Day Sunshine. No. Here comes the
Here
sun.
Comes the Sun. Okay. I mean, it's easy to get those confused because they both have sun in them.
Yeah.
Here Comes the Sun. Good Day Sunshine. Sun, is that you outside my window? Dawn is here. Morning Time. And various other sun-themed Beatles songs. Blue Jay Way.
Let's follow Daddy.
Blue Jay Way.
Oh my God.
I think it was the quintessential George song. Not necessarily the best George song, but the quintessential George.
It's okay, right? Like, it's long. That's the problem with it.
And that, I think, sums up George songs in general, that they're at best okay and long.
I mean, oh, Froggy.
Where?
Oh, I just believe.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, we saw that frog the other night.
Yeah, we saw a frog over here on the wall.
It was really cute.
Yeah, the little frogs up here. Fold.
When is Global Beatles Day?
So, Global Beatles Day is basically a yearly celebration on June 25th, and it's all about honouring the Beatles. That's chosen because back in 1967, they performed All You Need Is Love live on a global broadcast. So fans just celebrate by enjoying their music and sharing the love.
June 25th. So, that's not technically in the spring. I was wrong. It's early summer.
You were close. June, May.
Yeah.
It comes before June, right?
Yeah, it does. On the current calendar, not on my new calendar.
No. And did you tell the people that your new calendar has animals assigned to them?
I didn't know. I don't remember what they all are, but I believe October is owl. Fox. October is fox. Like me. The river fox, they call me.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I got the stuffed animal, they've been calling me that.
Wow. It's a nice nickname.
It's because the resemblance is so uncanny.
It is.
It's actually warming up in here. I'm about ready to take off my jacket. Let's...
Feel good. It's Global Beatles Day. I'm in love. It's Global Beatles Day.
Tables are hand for hand. What that means is they're like one away from the money. What kind of bug is that?
Caterpillar?
I don't know. It's going to be 89 today. Why can't it stay between 70 and 80? Because that's not the way the weather works, Guild. Okay? Weather is a complicated system of many different things you'll never understand, no matter how long you live. My rank is currently 5 out of 23. That's not too bad. But you know, obviously I'd like to end at number 1 would be best. Yeah, good position to give myself a chance to win. But still a lot of poker to be played. I'm not quite in the money yet. I think top 22 are in the money. Because we're hand for hand right now. Which is always annoying because you gotta wait for the other table to finish. Alright, now I got ace queen suited. Let's see what happens. I'm in the small blind. The guy at the top went all in with his last 5 big blinds. I'll call him. Hopefully this guy doesn't go over the top. His smart play would be to go over the top, but he didn't, fortunately. Well, I got a pair of aces. Okay, well, I ended up ahead on that, but on the side pot was the big pot, and I won the side pot, so that's fine. You like to steal people's blinds around this time of the tournament. Well, that's a good time to do it. People are on the bubble. Yeah, if you're short stacked, you're going to be super tight. But now I'm in first place again. Number 1 out of 22 people. That's pretty good. Ah. It's this time of the tournament also where I start getting restless because it's been going on for hours now and I'm tired of it. But it's the worst time to be restless because you need to be paying the most attention, be playing your best right now because there probably aren't any bad players left in the tournament. In a situation like this, ideally you'd be on Adderall, but it's fine. I won yesterday. I didn't win the whole tournament, but I did well yesterday. Playing one tournament, and I'm doing well today playing this one tournament. So obviously you don't have to be on Adderall. You ever play live poker, Ruben? You You think you can read people if you do? You're like, I know what you're thinking, mister. Smelling salts, 1-point rail, or a few push-ups. I'm not gonna do any of those things. I'm just gonna, at least I have half of my attention chatting to the stream. Rachel's here, so I'm just kind of tapping my toes, killing some time. 1 out of 18 now. You know, the number keeps dropping, which is nice. I feel like you're easy to read too, huh? Trying to draw attention to the comedic impact of a fake giraffe. Be like, look at this faux giraffe.
I like the one that's, look at this graph.
1 out of 17 now. I'll keep everyone updated. We're counting down
To what?
to 1 out of 1, ideally, but
Oh!
you know, we're past the rebate stage, so the number just keeps getting smaller as people get dropped out.
Cool.
If we get to 1 out of 8, then I will have made the final table, which is nice. It's usually a significant pay jump if you make the final table, but it's heavily top weighted, so like first place gets a lot more than second place, gets a lot more than third place. We got a couple of shorties here in this hand. Maybe one of them will get knocked out. You know, one of them went all in. What about the other one? Yeah, I'm good enough to where I could just play turning and get the money enough to break even or small profit. Low stakes local games. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a reasonable belief. The question is, do you want to put in all that time and energy? You know, at what point does it become too much of a grind? Well, I just called a small raise. There's 3 of us in this hand. I've got Queen Jack. Came out 992. That's not so good. But I'm gonna bet it and see if I can take it down. I did bet it, and I did take it down. Woo! Everybody says we're number 1 out of 17 still.
Wow.
All right, we got 2 people all in, well, 1 person all in. Oh, good. The bigger stack is going to win this. So that knocks out that guy. And now I'm 1 out of 16. There are exactly 2 tables left. Wave the lightning. Goodbye, lightning. I think it's time to pull some bar rips. When things get slow in the tournament, it's time to pull some bong rips. Sometimes known as nature's analgesic.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, it's never called that. It's not an analgesic at all. The idea that somehow marijuana is a good alternative for pain medicine is insane. It doesn't dull pain at all. You gotta get your blood drawn because you're a vampire. Or because you're friends with vampires. Kratom might be a good alternative to pain meds, I don't know. But I don't think marijuana is. Eight. Still 16. You never noticed much difference between strains back when you did smoke? Well, you gotta mix it up. Like, to really notice the difference, you gotta have multiple strains and mix it up. Right now, I'm smoking that long one over there. I don't know which one it is, but it's stonier than this stuff. I like this stuff. Smokes good, tastes good. Not gonna let me limp in, huh? I try to limp in again with my ace-5. Ace-5's a hand that supposedly, according to like the solvers and stuff, you're supposed to play. I'm not a huge fan of it, but sometimes hit the wheel or something. You're not gonna let me limp in. Alright, fine. You stole 2 big blinds from me because I tried to limp in. Lesson learned, mister. Lesson learned. If I had a real hand, then I'll know to limp in again, and hopefully he'll try that again. Yeah, people are putting a lot of pressure on the limpers. We're down to the last 2 tables. I'm still number 1 out of 15. Different strains do taste different. It's true. So I guess we're gonna have a bit of an outing here after this tournament. We're gonna go down to A6 is a lie. Horrid, treacherous, stupid, fat, nasty hobbits is. Yeah, I never play A6. Well, A6 suited, you know, if you happen to hit the flush on the flop, great, you know. I typically try to play all suited aces if I can get in cheap. Yeah, if you smoke it all the time, you're not going to notice much of a difference in terms of the high necessarily. Probably not even going to notice that you're high very much. Alright, so I got open ender. I'm going to go ahead and bet this. I got 7-8. The flop came out 9-10-5. Okay, good. I took it down without having to see, without actually having to make my hand. Number 1 of 14, they call me. You enjoy getting crap cards on the big blind with no razors. Well, sure, then you can just see your flop and Yeah, your mop, you know. Ace queen takes down pair of kings. Another person knocked out. Now I am second of 13 people. FE trickery. Like, what am I feeling? Can you tell? Is that FE trickery? Less direct. Let some things leak that aren't leaks. They're propaganda. Like, whoa, Nelly! I sure hope another club don't fall on the river. Like that. Yeah, I'm sure you talk like that when you're playing poker, right? Well, it sounds like you're on more than one quest then, Gil. More than one quest. You should listen to I do believe there's oil down there underneath the ground where the dinosaurs once lived. You get all foghorn leghorn. I do declare, I say, that I have got 3 aces. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel was saying the other day she was glad I wasn't an actor. And I had to correct her. I'm like, I'm definitely an actor. What are you talking about? I said, the 7 deuce offsuit. Yeah, that's. You're craving roasted marshmallows and you're contemplating just using a big lighter to roast the marshmallow. It's a bold choice. Do you have a blowtorch? You know, propane more commonly used. More commonly used cooking gas than butane. I wonder what the difference is. They're both anes. One's prop, one's bute. You don't have a blowtorch. Well, there's your problem, Gil. We finally identified the source of your difficulties. You are lacking in one of nature's necessary tools. Somebody knows the answer to that. Propane is 3 carbons and butane is 4. Well, good for you, science nerd. Good for you. Look at old science nerd here, knowing things about gas. Boy, I didn't know we attracted science nerds around here. Pretty good, Gil. Pretty good job there. Still, you know enough to know that propane and butane have different amount of carbons. You're way ahead of me. I would have said the difference is butane fits into smaller containers, propane bigger containers. Therefore, butane is obviously a smaller gas. And propane is clearly the bigger gas. What do you guys think? Correct or incorrect? The answer is correct. Now number 3. Number 3 out of 11. Getting close to the final table. Like, I know how the naming convention works, but not how any reactions work. Well, what do you think about my theory regarding the size of the gases, the respective sizes? I think it's super correct, Eric. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate your response. You are correct that it's super correct. Like most things that I assert, it's super correct. It's not just regular correct. It's like when you super saturate a solid in water and you put one more crystal of it in and it all comes collapsing out. I say, I see. I say I see. Chemical nomenclature. Likely story. Likely story. Okay. I'm still number 3 out of 10. I say that I see by the dawn's early light. So if you're keeping score, I'm number 3 out of 10 still. I need to knock 2 more people out. 2 more people need to go before we get to the final table. Garden nomenclature with a G. I like it. You should make signs for Home Depot, for the Home Depot gnome section. Have you considered going to Home Depot and offering your services? They could offer you a contract. I'll pay you $10,000 a month to make gnome-related puns on our signs. I think they'd pay that easy. You deserve it. Debating between going back to college for computer science. Not sure what to think of AI's potential impact on that. Well, people still have to do coding. They just have to employ a person who's knowledgeable about how to use AI to code, right? A small subsection of the store called Gnome Depot. I like it, Ruben. I like it a lot. You don't just have gnomes there for sale. You've got gnome polish. You've got gnome repair services. You've got what I'm trying to think of other things you have for. You've got, obviously different size gnomes. You've got little houses to put your gnomes in, gnome homes. You've got gnome-shaped stud finders. I like it. You're really selling me on this idea, Ruben. I'm number 3 of 9 now. If you're keeping score. It's a bunch of homebrew D&D items. We're cooking with butane. We are. We're really cooking with butane now. And you know what's helping a lot? That 4th carbon. I'm loving that 4th carbon. Sometimes simply referred to as the sexiest carbon. Yeah. Second environment. It's too cold around here. Who wants to burn off some carbon? Fine, I'll call it. Ooh, I need an ace. Or a heart. Oh, or a 10. I got none of them. Now I'm in 8 of ninth place. That's not so good. That sounds like a Dracula flow line. 8 of 9 is not so good. I should have folded. My ace 5 suited. I was in the small blind. I wrote, it was all folders to me. And I was in the small blind. I raised 4. He went all in. It was another 12 to go. He had a pair of 5s. I had ace 5 hearts. Was it wise? I don't know. Probably I should have folded to his raise. Anyway, now number 8 of 9. I'm not by any means a shoe-in for making the final table. And I'd like to make the final table. But on the plus side, potentially, I do have to go pee. And I don't care if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag anyway. Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure what that is. Dracula flow line. I've got 13 big blinds. I'm at the stage in one's tournament life where it's all in or nothing, basically. Oh, I made the final table. I'm 8 of 8. I'm at the final table, though. So that's good. Hopefully I can double up. You know, the big stack has 66 big blinds. I've got 13. So it's not that, even though I'm in last place, I'm not that short stacked. There's a 16, there's a 17, 24, 29, 33, 29. And then the big stack is 66. It's an old dude dressed as Dracula saying wild shit. Well, good for him. Good for him. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I will. So, I'm number 8 of 8. And I will do my best to win the day with victory and big hooray. Unlikely, though it seem it may, for now I am in last place. But the day is young, everybody. The day is young, and so am I. All right, well, I got pocket queens. So it's everyone's gonna fold to me, or there. Somebody did raise. I went all in. Let's see if he calls. He did call. He's got pocket 6s. I've got pocket queens. Just fade a 6 and you know what it means. Hooray! I doubled up. Now I'm number 4 of 8. That's much better. The excitement continues here on Eric's $100 poker tournament live stream. This is big stakes for me, $100 tournament. I've got 26 big blinds now. That's about a third of the big stack. We've got 66, a little more than a third. Let's look. Let's observe. What's Eric going to do with this powerful 7-4 offsuit? He's going to fold it, friends. That's what he's going to do. What's up with that sunset? That's my backdrop on my computer. My background, I mean. They call it a background, not a backdrop. But they could call it a backdrop. Number 4 of 8. Final table, $110 bounty tournament. We got threes against Ace King. Looks like the threes are going to win it. And they do. So we still have 8 people at the table. I'm still in 4th place. Final table action here. This is the tail end of a long tournament. I don't remember exactly what time it started, but I've been playing it for a long time now. A couple hours at least. It's level 21. I wonder if it's going to go up to 22 next or if that's the highest level. It says 0 time left on level 21. Feel a little bit of adrenaline under my tongue, kind of excitement. Yep, levels just went up. Now I've only got 20 big blinds left. But I'm still in 4th place of 8th places. Somebody needs to get knocked out here. And I'd like it to be somebody other than me. I think this guy is trying to bait this guy into going all in. Yes, and he did go all in, but I think it was a trap. No, I was wrong. Oh, come on, 9. Oh, that doesn't help. Now I'm in 5th place of 8th places. Well, you know what they say. You can't win everything all the time. You can't always be in 1st place. Sometimes you have to be in 5th place. This is one of those moments. But I still got over 20 big blinds. And with the stacks the way they are, really, I'm equi-blinded more or less with everybody except for this guy up here who's got twice as many blinds as me. Antimatter is what he's called. Or antimatter, but anti is spelled A-N-T-E because it's poker, you see. He's clever like that. My name, if you can tell, is Host Eric. Same as it is here on the internet. Well, with just 8 players left in this tournament, I'm in 5th place.
Yay.
Thank you.
Out of 8, right?
Out of 8, yes. Once my unemployed asking makes enough money, I'm going to get this ethereal guitar effect I've been looking at. I sometimes think it's crazy I'm in 5th place and that I'm going to win. I wonder how it plays out. I don't think I'm going to win. I just think I'm going to...
You could do well, though.
I mean, I've already done well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to try to play it tight and hope that I get some cards here, you know. When it's a full table like this, like as it gets smaller, then weaker hands start to play, right? Because you've got fewer people getting hands, and so less likelihood of them having good hands. I mean, I don't feel like I'm not going to win either. I just think at this point, it's going to come down to a specific choice or two. Call it. Call it. Call it, school bus. Call it. There you go. Ace Jack versus eights. Come on, Ace Jack. Or, no. Eights win. So we still have 8 people, but this person only has 7 big blinds. This person only has 10. I've got ace 5. Not one of my favorite hands. But I will probably call that little raise if I can. No, that makes it easy. Nice, easy decision. Good. Maris Hedra? Who's Maris Hedra? Bet it. Fortunately, there's going to be a bathroom break in about 2 minutes. So I will go to the bathroom then because I have to pee. Five two. Nobody wants to play 5-2. That's not a fun hand to play. The shimmery pitch shifting delay. Oh, the guitar effect's called Maris Hedra, huh? Is it a pedal or what? Or a digital effect? Well, we've got an all-in here. We got 2 all-ins and a call. Come on, ace king. 6s wins it. One person got knocked out though. Now there's only 7 people left, but I'm in 6th place of 7 places. That's a pedal, huh? Folding my jack 7. We got an all-inner. Everybody else folds. A little chorus, a little trebly delay, a little pitch shiftiness, a little wah, a little echo, a little bit of vocoder, a little distortion, a little bit of everything, really.
You're a little bit of everything.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay.
I plan to go in there and rest.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, as its name would suggest.
Hey, everybody. I'm finishing my last raspberry. All right. I'm going to bring up a question. It has me pondering. I don't know how I feel about it. On the one way, I'll just read you this quote by Taylor Swift about her relationship with Travis Kelce. So she says, "We're always able to tell him the truth, which is that I'm in love with a guy who does that sport on that field," she said, explaining that the real reason she's dedicated to cheering on her fiance, Travis Kelce, this season. Like, that is violent chess. That is gladiators without swords. That is dangerous. The whole season, I am locked in on what that man is doing on the field. Can you imagine if he's out there every single week, putting his life on the line, doing this very dangerous, very high pressure, high intensity sport? And I'm like, I wonder what my choreography should be. It's got people saying, putting his life on the line as if he's a first responder or something.
No, she's perfectly correct about that.
Yeah, I think so too because it is dangerous, right? Isn't like
people do and have died playing football. And they put their physical body on the line all the time, you know.
they do, and there's like, I mean, major concussions.
Right.
I think that's what she meant. I don't think that she means that he does a noble job like a first responder.
Yeah, she knew what she said, not other stuff that dumbasses are referring.
Yeah. It is dangerous, right? That's how I felt too. I kind of was like, I don't think it's like, yeah, it's a little bit. It is dangerous though. I don't think
If
that
it
she.
was just saying like puts his body on the line instead of life, nobody would have had a
Yeah,
problem.
that's
with
exactly right. That's exactly right.
It's also why Rachel loves me so much because I'm constantly putting my life on the line here on live stream.
Yeah.
Why do you think they call it a live stream? Because your life's on the line. And also, I think Rachel's into me because she knows I'm better than Travis Kelce at football.
You are, in my mind.
Yeah. I can catch the ball just like, pow, catch, spin, run, touchdown. The tournament is on break for a few more minutes. I am in 7 of 7th place. That's last place, unfortunately. But the stacks are all pretty similar, you know. So it's actually not as bad as it sounds. I have 18 and a half big blinds, 19.8, 24, 30, 23, 36, 26. Pretty even stacked table. So I worry a little bit about my mouth. Like, I just hope the other screw stays good. You know, I hope that it doesn't suddenly start going bad now too. It's pretty badass to out yourself online in some way and leave yourself vulnerable. Well, thanks. But, you know, worrying about it's not going to help. At least I got that obvious and immediate problem taken out. And hopefully this heals up and stops hurting. I'm feeling a little bit of pain right now, but
Well, that's the thing. Like,
it doesn't feel swollen at all.
it's something to worry about. Like, I think it's understandable to have that feeling.
Yeah. Compressors have to be one of the most underappreciated effects. I mean, they're used constantly. People use them on everything to make the level go so you can hear everything, you know. If you're talking about tweaking it to some extreme to get some kind of breathing effect going on, well, that's a little bit different story. Maybe you're right then. Vitamin D3 paired with K2 ostensibly directs calcium into the bones. Well, then maybe I need to take some vitamins. I have some vitamins. I've got multivitamins coming out my ass. I think I'll take 2 of them. I didn't hear anything about bone density concerns. You said I got good bone down there. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to talk to some other dentist, obviously. We'll just let this thing heal up. Oh, I misclicked. I meant to fold and I accidentally called one. If there's a raise, I'm going to have to fold. Let's just erase the 2. I should have just folded right there, but that's fine. Fold now. Wasted 2 big blinds because of that. Now I'm down to 16 big blinds.
What's K2? That's a vitamin?
It's carotene,
Oh.
maybe? Is that what it is?
Apparently Jordan Peterson is like in the hospital and in recovery and is feeling neuropathy symptoms. And they didn't, like, his daughter didn't say it explicitly, but like it's gotta be from like putting himself in a self-induced coma.
Probably. Or maybe he was huffing nitrous.
Maybe.
Now I've got 12 big blinds. So we're looking at all in or mia. Only fold. Come on, slow pokes. Now I'm going to go get a vitamin. You want a vitamin, Rachel?
Yeah. I feel like taking drugs today.
Rachel feels like taking drugs today. It's not every day. You know, it's true that Rachel doesn't feel like taking drugs every day. But it's not that unusual. I feel her. I don't feel that way myself today, but I do kind of have a feeling of like I should go get mushrooms when I feel up to it from Oakland. Oh, you can read the title? That's not how you... That's not how you get a Wonder Point acacia. That's not what comes after the ... You need a beverage or you have one?
Got one.
You got that Wonder Point booth addiction. Fair enough. I wonder if you can boost vitamins. If it'd work if you boost them. Nobody really knows.
I wish I could boost marijuana.
I don't think it's very boofable. But
Yeah.
I do think that we should get that syrup stuff rather than the drinks. We can still get some drinks.
Oh, but it's so rough for me. Can we mix the syrup with something else?
You can mix it with whatever you
like
want.
coffee?
You can mix it with whatever you want.
Yeah, because like it's so thick and like it's rough for me.
Okay. Well, we can get some of the drinks too, but I don't want to get all drinks because they've got sugar in them.
Okay.
How's it going, Mariposa people? How's Rochiliano doing? Hi, Chris Chapin.
Hi, Chris Chapin. Hi, Johnny Doe.
The sick shadal system approach to solving boof addiction is to make you boof until you're sick of it. Well, I've got 11 big blinds left. There's still 7 people left at this table, so obviously everyone's playing tight.
Well, honestly, the truth is, I wish I could snort weed. That would fucking be great. And I can like give my lungs a break sometimes. Would it be fucking up my nasal cavity? Yes, but I'd be balancing out with smoking. So, in my mind, it's a wash. But it can't do that.
I mean, we could just make can butter here. It doesn't even have to be butter. We can make it out of oil.
Oh, that's true. It's true. I could put it on salads like oil and vinegar.
And if we have any like extra virgin olive oil, we could look it up. The thing is, regardless, we're gonna have to heat it for a while to a certain temperature to activate the
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Smoking's the way to go. For right now.
Okay. I've not had good success making edibles heretofore,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure why. But
Well, like, yes, it is West Ontario. So like when I used to make edibles, the amount of weed, the portion of weed was way larger than the amount of butter.
okay.
So
Okay, well, I mean, we have all of that leftover weed, the old leftover
that's
weed.
true.
We could try with all of that.
We can.
You
We
want it?
can. Would it be a fun thing to do?
Seems kind of fun.
It does kind of seem fun.
Yeah, we could do it while we're watching the Yankees games.
Okay.
We can do all that as soon as the tournament's over. I'm still in 7th of 7 places. Oh. He had pocket aces. Well, there we go. Now I'm done. See how much I won.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I got 7th place. I won $700.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I think what I'll do is go to here. Go to here. Okay, so let's just where's this thing? Let's just put $600 into my bank.
Nice. Congratulations.
May take up to 3 business days. That's fine. But you see, it's gone from my wallet here, so it's been exchanged.
Cool. Good shit.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. So I think I'm about done live streaming, and I'm ready to make some food, make some weed stuff, and watch some baseball. So thanks all for being here, and we love you all, and we'll see you later. Remember, this week we're going to get some Adderall, so we'll be live streaming some with Cameron, etc. That's later. That's on Friday.